What's this?
Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I start up my early access coverage of Pit People. It is by the Behemoth and it released into Steam Early Access on January 13th, 2017. Now, this has been on my wish list, my to-get list, my watch list, my every kind of list ever, because it's amazing and it looked really, really cool and I wanted to play it. And unfortunately, I think they had the release date set to sometime before the apocalypse, which is not very specific. So it came as a surprise when it went into early access for me. However, I did reach out to them right when it went into early access, and unfortunately, due to the fact that they did go into early access, they wanted to make sure they had a good early access, first impressions from all the folks that decided to go in on this game. They weren't able to get back to me right away, which is totally fine and completely understandable, but it's here, it's mine now, and we're going to play it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. A disclaimer, by the way, folks, I did already do this recording, and then when I went to render and edit and upload it, I had no audio for my mic, which was weird because it was working in my software. So when I started, it was going like, and then about a minute and a half in, bloop, totally dead. So I kind of know what's coming, but I'll try to give you guys my, I don't want to say faked, but it's going to be like my, a rehashing of my reaction to everything. I'm just going to tell you guys, I absolutely love this game. It's amazing and really weird. Like, really, really, really weird. So, just be aware of that. I'm going to hush during the opening stuff and let you guys enjoy.
I find myself wondering what the world must have been like before the bear crashed into our frail planet, transforming all we once knew into a colorful kaleidoscope of delicious chaos, and I love it. The world was more hospitable, no doubt, more orderly, more sensibly sickening because it sounded boring, and I hate being bored. I can't imagine a world without the bear, or the storms, yes, the storms. Beautiful waves of emerald blood cry down from the heavens, promising death in lawless disarray, constantly upsetting the order. I get butterflies in my tummy just thinking about it. Yes! Speaking of which...
Quite possibly the greatest narrator to ever exist in human history. Like, it is awesome.
Oh, it's Horatio, the humble blueberry farmer, loving father, and the most boring creature on the face of this planet. But what's this? Looks like you've got a spicy situation on your hands, Well, it's been nice knowing you, Horatio. Not really, but now it's time for you to die. Yes, how exciting. Not for you, of course.
Sorry to say, literally the greatest ever to exist. Best narrator ever. Like, hats off to you, sir. You're fantastic. Excellent writing. Just nailed it, guys and gals. Already, I'm hooked. Like, literally from this second forward, I was hooked. So, yeah, it's gonna be good. Alright, so our apparent opponent here is Jerkamedes. Alright, guys, here's that juicy family I told you about. And the emerald or green rain is actually blood from the bear that crashed into the planet, I believe. Quick, the storm's coming. It's Dimples saying that. And there's Child Eater. Kill the farmer, eat the child, take the house. Oh no! What? You stay away from my family, for I am Horatio of the mustached kind. Alright, this is a turn-based adventure game. Just tell Horatio where to go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, when you're in the battle map, as we are right now, you can move around by panning to the edges of the screen, so you can see a little bit different stuff. I'm hoping the recording works. After I get done with this, I'm going to go check. So, please let it work. Anyhow, so you pan around to the edges of the screen to move the camera, to see where your opponents are, and all that super awesome, wonderful, fun stuff. Additionally, to move, you go ahead and you go to where you want to go, and you left-click. And then you get the path that's set, and then you hold the space bar, and boom, you move to that spot. Pretty simplistic. You get the idea. A little known fact, shields are great for blocking arrows. The heavier the shield, the more arrows you will block. I don't feel like a fence, especially with slats missing, is really that good of a shield for blocking arrows, but you know what? Apparently I'm wrong, because it seems to work very good. Papa! Hansel, just stay inside the house! Alright, so we're going to come over here and we're going to attack this archer guy. We're going to moida him. It's going to be good. Boom! Get wrecked, and he turns into a little angel with a harp and floats away. That's great. Alright, it does not look like we're going to be able to win this fight, unfortunately.
I said Horatio dies.
Oh, he actually just got tore up there. That wasn't great. Alright, positioning determines your target. So if we were to position ourselves here, we would attack this one guy. If we were positioned here, we would attack one of these two. If we were positioned here, it'd be one of these two. And, you know, I guess I'll position here. Because why not? We're going toward Jerkimedes. That's why. Look out! Gravy Train says. The bear blood is getting worse.
I said Horatio dies!
Oh no!
Butterfingers!
Hansel, no!
Naughty boys who don't listen get punished.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. So apparently he just murdered his house and killed his child, and it's pretty awful, yet hilarious and just disturbing. Like, you're probably gonna have nightmares after watching this. Just so you guys know, just be aware it's very disturbing, yet still somehow absolutely amazing. All right, Jerkimedes. Wow, I just remembered I gotta be someplace. OXOXO. Hey, I was just joking about eating your delicious child, says Child Eater. Oh, were you? Because I don't think that you were joking. Prepare yourself for doom. Eventually, maybe not right now, but soon. Soon there will be doom, and it'll be great. Alright, so that is glorious, wonderful, sweet, sweet, nice style. We're going to move up here. We're going to move up there. It's going to be great, and we done gats the victory. The bear blood worked for us. So that was creepy.
With nothing but a handful of blueberries and a stupid look on his face, Horatio set out to find some shelter, burdened with the realization that none of this would have happened had he listened. And to make matters worse, he's got weak arms, and he's not all that handsome. I don't see what all the fuss is about, but all of this will haunt him until I decide to end his misery. What fun.
Greatest narrator ever, ladies and gentlemen. Literally the greatest. Alright, so it looks like we can walk around and explore places, but it also looks like it's going to get everybody killed that I go to. So it's probably a good idea to follow the arrows that are all around. You can move around on the world map, I guess this is the world map, with a WASD, as long as you don't eat the blueberries, because, you know, the blueberry farmer is blue, and he's a berry farmer. You know, it's very wonderful. Alright, apparently we go here now.
What's this? A beautiful lady. She looked hungry. Horatio shared his blueberries. No, you shared your berries. How generous of you. Her name was Pipistella, and though she looked more than capable, she requested Horatio's aid. You see, her castle was raided by grumpy warriors, and she doesn't like that very much. Go on, my little hero. Perhaps this could become a mutually beneficial relationship.
Relationship. Can't do the pop like he did. That was impressive. That was an impressive pop, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so Pipistella has joined us. And apparently Helmator says, "You're too late, princess." Stay away from my father. Battle! Okay. That just doesn't look like
the one with the
one.
mustache told me you guys are stupid and weak. I don't know why he'd say that.
So, things are looking kind of bad for us right now, but that's okay. The king is gonna help out. King Pipistella. It's so incredibly good. Oh my gosh. Alright, swords are weak against helmets, but mallets get bonus damage against helmets. So mallets are strong, swords are weak. It's glorious. It's sweet, sweet, nice style. We're going to move there with her. And then we're going to move, I guess, here with him. Because we want to have him as a primary target for the archers over on this side. Alright, seems legit. She kind of got beat down a little bit there. All right, hopefully Horatio holds it all together and glorious things happen. There's no guarantee of that, but we can hope. Alright, I think that's fine. We're going to sit right there. We attacked a helmetor, or helmetee, or something. Person with a helmet. It's fine. Alright, and the arrows are going to rain death down upon our multitude of people. And it's probably not going to be great. However, we are going to move down here, and then I think that's all we need to do. And we're going to beat this individual to death, because, you know, we critically hit and stuff. It's fine. I like the reminder at the bottom of the screen. Mallet's good. Sword's bad. It's fine. So our boy's trying to hold the line. I think he's doing okay. I think he's doing alright. There we go. We defeated yet another individual. And now Pipistella needs to move up and take on the next individual. It would be glorious as long as Horatio can survive. You know, possibly he could eat a couple of extra blueberries to give him more strength. I feel like that is a possibility, though probably unlikely. Oh, we just smacked him upside the head, and we did a little bit more damage. And here comes another series of arrows flying our way. Pipistella just got wrecked a little bit. But it's all good in the hood. It's all good. Alright, we're going to move right there, and then we're going to get Pipistella to move over here, and I think we defeat him here. We do.
No.
Alright, so Helmetor says, "So, you soft skulls killed a few of my helmetites." Or helmetites, I guess.
We've done enough here. The castle's destroyed. Mission success.
We need extraction. Over. Wait, this isn't over yet, cowards, says Pipistella.
Chaotic job, gentlemen. Go wreak havoc elsewhere. Sorry, Pip. Are you upset?
It's so incredibly good. Ah! Oh no! Well, that's sad. Her father is no more. The rage. She's seen red. Helms forever. Her heart is broken, but her determination is fierce. She'll get her revenge. Probably. I don't know. I would assume. She's gonna try at least. Alright, I'm not sure what exactly the narrator is.
With her castle in ruins and a very dead daddy, Pipistella accompanies Captain Worthless, and what a woman. Her optimistic outlook and reckless bravery captivated Horatio. So much, in fact, that he immediately forgot about his son and his home and... Yes, you did? I see. Horatio gave Pipistella the remainder of his blueberries, and they headed for the city. The perfect place to recuperate and make plans for Horatio's inevitable failure and death. Plus, there's a pretty good restaurant there that has great beef stew and cornbread.
Again, congratulations, kudos, and all the respect in the world to the writers and to the guy that got to narrate this. Fantastic. It's glorious. It literally is the greatest thing ever. Alright, I think we head up here to the big castle city thingy. And we'll do a little bit more before we break off the first episode.
How it bustles with excitement. Keep your wallet in your front pocket.
Yes, keep your wallet in the front pocket. We lost everything, but now we can start anew. A fight in the pit should get us some gold. Let's try to find another fighter to help us out. It's a bustling city, man. There's some jumping going on here. You know, this is cool. Look at it all. Crazy stuff. There's insane difficulty over here. There's some music. This is how you play online through the phone. There's a marquee over here. And I got something. Alright, so we start in the pit, I guess. Okay, it looks like we're going to go with unfair co-op. And there's a dude over here that we must talk to. A Demiclops. Might you want to join us in the pit? Let's join souls, okay? I guess. Was that a bet? Okay. Okay. Is that bad? Was that good? Okay, that's weird. That's weird. Oh! That's more than we... what are these people on? There's something wrong with the developers, I'm just saying. There's something like they're like severely, they're like on LSD or something. This is like a, I don't know, a drug addict's acid nightmare here. This is something special. It's fine though. It's fine. It's fun. Whoa! What just happened? Says Horatio. Okay, the emissary. Welcome, people, to the pit. Oh. Okay. So, apparently we get to move up. Now, I do know how this fight goes, so... Hey, soulmate, mind giving me some cover? Oh, yeah, I should head to the front. You betcha, eh? What's it all about? It's fine. Alright, so, that being said, I know how the fight works. We're going to move up with our gal over there. We have Yosef here, but he can actually throw his axes if he stays at range. So that is going to be the plan. We're going to stay at range, and we're going to move good old Horatio over here to keep this guy locked in and hopefully soak some of the arrows flying his way. Alright, let's make it so. Bam! Bam and bam! Alright, looks like we're going to have some friends joining us, yeah? And it looks like Horatio's going to take kind of a beating. It's not great. Throwing axes have a chance to stun your enemies. To throw, leave a hex between you and your target. Alright, so we want to move our boy over here, I dare say. I sort of want to move him here. I feel like that might negate some of our awesomeness. So we're going to move there, and I think she's going to probably move here. Alright, so we're going to do that. And to cycle fighters, I'm sure you guys saw it, but to cycle fighters, you use the mouse wheel, and you scroll up or down, and that's how you switch between the fighters. Alright, so Horatio's taking pretty much all of the punishment. There's a little bit going on to Pipistella, but it's fine. Enough! Bring forth the speckled horseman! And there's a dude who just came in on a giraffe that's now dying because of balloons or something. I don't know. He's a speckled horseman. He has Uzis, apparently. That's probably not great for us. Just saying. It does seem like a possibly bad thing. We're going to pretty much stay right where we're at. We're going to chuck there. We're going to chuck there. And he survived. I mean, kudos to him. And we have arrows flying out. We have crazy dude with the Uzis coming down to play as well. It's not great. I can throw my axes to stun. Yes, you can. Thank you for that. Alright, so we have defeated opponents, or at least one opponent at this point. Are they going to continue to fire and attack and throw down onto Horatio, who is not having a good time? Definitely not enjoying himself as much as you would think that maybe he should. I'm going to roll out up here, and that's going to be that. So we're going to go and we're going to lay the smack of death upon you, and we're going to do some damage to you as well. And now you're going to retreat and probably fire them Uzis out. Doing a little bit of work up against Pipistella, but you know what? We're fine with that. Go ahead. We don't even care. It's totally okay. Bring it on, we say. Bring it on. And I believe we're going to move here so we can take this guy down like a sweet muffin. Here goes sweet muffin power. Let's see if it works. Attack 1, attack 2, and absolute desecration of his body, mind, and soul. And I mean that in a good way. I think. I think I mean that in a good way. I don't actually know. Like, one can assume that I mean that in a good way. Alright, so we're going to move the rest of our crew in, and we will be victorious after this.
Kill, yes.
Double kill, yes. Alright, so we get to see how everybody did in battle. It looks like everybody on the right-hand side is dead. Everybody on the left-hand side is alive. Horatio soaked the most damage. He tanked the most. Nobody had any healing. The most damage was actually done by Pipistella. By quite a bit, actually. She also had some utility. And 1, 2, and 2 for kills. So pretty even spread overall. Eyelash Museum. What was that? Quantico? Or what was that? Quanto? Special event. Cheese Danish and Bisepia. It's funny.
They had won the battle. Horatio kissed Joseph on the lips and then stabbed him in the stomach. Now, you really should listen to me, Horatio.
Jeez. Alright, looks like we got good manners, which is a bow of sorts. I guess it's a weapon that we can use, even though it looks like it's just a big fork with a bow string. It's fine. 71 bonus gold, 46 gold. Totally fine.
Ash blish blah.
Ash blish blah. Alright, so we get to choose our hero. We can choose Horatio, Pipistella, or Joseph. Hero is stronger and has more health. I think I'm going to use the tank as the hero.
The promptly popple hopper, he snocky pocky, but stoody do, and tonky wonka wonky dong.
A tonky wonky wonka dong. Apparently the Emperor says you fight well. He gives you a house. Take the one by the market. Sure. I can get behind that. Why not? Alright, let's go in here and see what we've got. We have a new weapon of sorts. Okay, we're going to go here and take a look. Oh, we lose our shield for that. That does seem not good. So that doesn't seem like that would be a thing that we'd want to use. I think Joseph might actually work out pretty decent with this. Yeah, he seems like he does more damage with the, he loses the ability to stun people, but that didn't seem to come into play so much there. Maybe he gets more range as well, is what I'm guessing. Yeah, I think that's more range, and he does more damage, so I'm going to say that overall that's kind of a net win for us. He's almost at max weight. He does lose one of his movement points. Sure, let's do it. I like it. I like it. It's done.
He snocky pocky, but stoody do, linky winky, binky bong bong. Elosh nana, and tonky wonka wonky dong. What would it?
A wonky dong. Alright, well, that's some house, huh? You know, we've had trouble with some bullies by the beach. Not that you owe the Emperor. Why don't you go to the gates? Or to the gates, rather. Should it be now that you owe the Emperor? I don't know. It's fine. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, before we head off into the wild blue yonder, or the abyss, or whatever, I'm going to break off the episode here, I think. It's a little bit of a shorter one, but you know what? Like I said, we've done this before. I'm actually worried that the audio is not going to show up again, so I'm curious. I want to see if it actually works. But this is the perfect spot to actually break it off. I think anything further, it's going to be a really long episode. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this, which you absolutely 100% should have enjoyed this because it's insane and it's great. Definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the game. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. I want to know, does everybody else agree with me? I mean, do they like it? Do they hate it? Let me know. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think of the game so far. I will be doing more coverage of this on the channel, so do not fret, do not fear. There will be more to see. And once it gets out of early access, I'll be covering it more. If you want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, it'll all be down below in the description of the video. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, folks. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. If you want, I guess I'll throw this in there. I mean, I never promote social media. It's crazy. But if you guys want to, you want to chat to me, talk to me, yell at me, whatever you want to do, try to not yell at me too much. Like medium yelling's okay. But you guys can follow me at Twitter. I'm at Bumpy McSquigums on Twitter. Go there, talk to me, let me know what's going on, and yeah, I guess that'll do it for this episode. Until the very next one, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.